And now welcome back to part 2 as we continue on the 7 circles of life. Life in business that we have to kind of fill in so that we can have the purpose, the poise, and the power to be successful. Here we go. Successful people know what they want in life, work, relationships, and business. Principles to guide our passion and purpose in taking action. Now, passionate, purposeful, and effective action without ethics can be disastrous. You see, much of the evil in our world comes from powerful and effective people without any consideration of moral standards. Even when no damage or harm is done to others, seeking to be effective and improving one's behavior without considering principles and values will inevitably leave a thoughtful person with a lack of clarity and a lack of direction as to what they should do. Therefore, it's vital that you as a coach and client agree to enter into a conversation about the principles and values in order to establish the priorities and the boundaries about what we seek to do. Now, in doing so, it will help us make sure that our passion and purpose is congruent and compatible with what we believe and what we truly value in life. Now, again, there are 3 constants in life: change, choice, and principles. Stephen Covey, you've heard of him. That's from him. Someone might respond by saying, "How can you say that? That's just your opinion." Precisely. Those statements come from my principles and values. My principles and values are based on my education, my experience, my beliefs and standards. Previously, I said that much of the evil in the world comes from passionate and purposeful behavior with no principle or value base. Once again, that is a belief, a value based on my own personal experience, my own wisdom, and my understanding. You see, beliefs and values that lead to guiding principles that either drive or perhaps lead or flow from principles are a vital life circle that must be filled in. And as a good coach and even a good client, always seeking to help their clients with questions, stories, assessments, and guided conversations to help the client gain the power of principled living. Did you hear that? There are hundreds of ways to begin a coaching conversation to discover values, principles, and standards. And so let's talk about that just a little bit. Here are the 4 classic questions which can be a good beginning, a very good beginning. Number 1, what makes for the good life? A life well lived. Now, how do you decide what is wrong and right and good or bad in life? Is there a God? Yes or no? And what difference does it make? What is happiness? And how do you achieve it? 4 great questions. Now, these are the 4 questions that get the conversation moving. Answering questions and questioning answers leads to clarity. Clarity leads to conviction. In doing this, a circle of principles that we possess will begin to grow and lead to greater convictions, greater beliefs, and principles. Convictions with confidence are the source of poise and power. So never for the sake of peace and quiet deny your own experience or your own convictions. The classic Dag Hammarskjöld said that. Vital. So the coaching experience principle is you must build your life as a work of art around core values, core principles, and beliefs, and possessing personal poise and power. That's next now. The coach and the client that possess and grow in intense passion, deep purpose, and strong principles have the foundation for personal growth and performance improvement, even personal greatness. Now, the circle of life that turns feelings, intentions, beliefs, and ideas into better living and better performance is personal poise with personal power and energy flowing from it. Poise. Poise is one of the ways we overcome our fears and anxieties. We return to that subject and add to it this definition so that we can fill in this big life circle. We said before that poise is graceful, focused, organized effectiveness. It is also awareness, energy, and confidence. Poise is central to being confident that whatever comes your way, you have what it takes. You have the resources to handle it. You can keep your poise. Poise is also reflected in high levels of awareness, energy, and great confidence. Awareness, energy, and great confidence. Now, here are some of the details that go along with that. Awareness is knowing, being mindful, and giving attention to what is going on in our immediate environment and in our relationships and in the often unseen factors that are actually shaping our lives. You know, Bugs Bunny asked, "What's up, Doc?" It's a great coaching question. Helping people be more reflective, being still, stop, look, and listen, and cultivating their intuition are fundamental to acquiring the peace of graceful, focused, organized effectiveness. Energy is vital to heighten poise and the power that flows from that state. Energy is the source of all good actions and positive improvement. Both coach and client help each other be more aware of many things. And one of the most important awareness issues is this: to discover what gives us energy and what drains it. Success is almost totally dependent upon drive and persistence. The extra energy required to make another effort or try another approach is the secret of winning. Again, thanks to my good friend Dennis Waitley from long past. You see, energy helps us to execute, to move from procrastination to action. Energy under control, not frenetic or hurried and scattered, is attractive. Energy is power. Personal power flows out of passion, purpose, and principles, and energy that is focused. Personal power is getting things done without being burned out, and being able to lead and influence others. Now, confideo, confidence is experiencing personal power through the possession and the enjoyment of personal poise. Much of performance coaching is helping the client to achieve this power. You as a coach yourself seek such a state of being for yourselves and for them. Obviously, one cannot share what one does not have. So the coach, you then seek to bring an array of resources that might be available to help the client fill in the life circle with what they need to acquire, and acquire all of the things that lead to personal poise and power. That's a circle. Now, the coaching experience principle is personal poise gives power, energy, and confidence while reducing our fears. Now, taking thoughtful action, cultivating the habit of taking thoughtful action without fear and anxiety is a life circle that must be full if the client hopes to grow in power and improve their performance. when goals are imagined, aspirations stated, hopes expressed, and problems and obstacles noted, the coach often says to the client, "What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it?" Success often comes to the one who, when inspired by a neat idea, an opportunity, or a problem, does something. They reflect, they conceive of a plan, and they act. They follow up on actions promised and actions taken. They take full responsibility for that action. Procrastination, on the other hand, leads to frustration, failure, and fear. Now, there are many ways to encourage yourself and your clients to action through thoughtfulness. Breaking a project down to discrete actions, finding resources, and writing strategies that will lead to taking a first step. The coach and the client come to a mutual understanding of how they can be each one performance, taking action, helping each one perform, take action that leads to action reflection on that action, direction and intention from that reflection, then taking further action. Always taking further action. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't just adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. Confucius. Now, the cycle of reflection to action becomes a life habit that continues to fill the circle and the life experience of the person seeking growth and personal improvement. It's just that way. It also has another advantage. People who act, even when fearful, become less fearful, and they improve. There is a caveat, however. Many people do anything. Fearful and frenetic. Fearful and frenetic activity is not thoughtful action. The coach and the client help each other, and particularly help the client to discover the difference and act accordingly. The coach helps the client to be aware of these differences and helps him or her fill his or her life circle with ideas, strategies, and ways to always being taking thoughtful action. Yep. Thoughtful action. So the coaching experience principle is focused thought must be followed with disciplined, strategic action. And now, seeking partners and acquiring outside resources is vital. That's true. That's the circle. Now, the coach is often a guide to resources, and the coaching experience emphasizes the importance of seeking partners and acquiring outside resources. It helps the client, helps the coach grow and improve. The successful person acquires and uses lots of good stuff. They read a lot. They listen to audiobooks and programs. They use technology and the internet to continually seek information that is vital to them, their business, to improving their life and marketing themselves more effectively. That's what they do. Now, you have to develop an awareness, to react fast, be resourceful, and come up with a plan and act on it. A man who just called himself Bear put that forward. The successful person often has partners to help them. They are on a first-name basis with researchers and librarians. They often belong to accountability and study groups. They are continuing to network with people to seek partners who can help them with projects and development programs. Yeah, they're just doing that all the time. Successful people also invest 3% of their income to continuing education, pursuing advanced degrees and certificates. They also invest in books and audio-video programs, in workshops, and materials that will help them go and grow. They invest in coaching and professional guidance in both their personal life and in the pursuit of professional excellence and in building their own business. Now, the coach assists the client by helping them fill this life circle with friends, partners, and outside resources, because that is what is vital to true success. You can do something you want, but it is hard to do it alone. Now, each person holds so much power within themselves that needs to be let out. Sometimes they just need a little nudge, a little direction, a little support, a little coaching, and the greatest things can happen. A man named Pete Carroll put that forward for me. So the coaching experience principle is, yes, successful people seek and welcome others and their resources into their life, work, and business so they can do what they do best. Okay, delegate the rest and make their unique mark in the world. Now, practicing personal attraction. Here we go. Years ago, success author Dale Carnegie wrote the best-selling book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Very successful, still around, still very useful. To some today, those ideas and tactics are a little bit dated and perhaps a bit manipulative. But the themes are still relevant. You have to attract the attention of others, connect with them, and seek to influence them. Today, all successful people have to be aware that they are always being judged and evaluated. Their performance, their personality, and their professionalism are always being observed and noted. We are all performing personal public relations every day. Now, you, the coach, and the client may be a person of education, experience, and energy, with the ability to achieve great things. But we all live and work in a world of others, and we need others. We need partners. We need friends, clients, customer advocates, and vendors to help us. Whether we are trying to get a date, find a job, make a sale, get a loan, or have our ideas adopted, we are all marketing ourselves. We are all trying to influence others. Success in many endeavors requires that we know and practice very effective communication skills. That's right. Communication skills and powerful personal relationships are the essence of what we call being truly attractive. Now, gaining skills in them will enhance personal attraction. So, here's what we do. Take advantage of every opportunity to practice your communication skills so that when important occasions arise, you will have the gift, the style, the sharpness, the clarity, and the emotions to affect other people. Thank you, Jim Rohn. I try and practice that. Now, here we see that coaching is very practical. It is vital that the coach and client both agree that just being good, thoughtful, and effective as a person will probably not be enough. People must be able to influence others as well as get others to buy their products, their services, their ideas, and performance, so they can better market themselves and make more money. That's what they do. If a coach is just helping people who are deficient in some way and they get better, he or she may be more of a counselor than a coach. If a coach is helping people to be more effective in life and work, He may be a good life coach. You want to be a good performance coach and help your clients take seriously the life circle that has both coach and client gaining the presence, the poise, and the skills of personal performance marketing. In so doing, you will be able to pursue and promote personal attraction. So there we are. So the coaching experience principle is you must always be marketing you and seeking to be a person of influence and becoming the kind of a person that others trust and to whom they are attracted. Okay. Wow, this has been a while. Now, in conclusion, the 7 coaching circles of the life model, circles of life model, gives the coach a guideline for knowing how to address the client with solid action and thinking steps for guiding the coaching experience, which will help the client improve his or her performance. And in improving the performance, they will improve their situation. Improving their situation, they may even perhaps improve their life. The model also acts as a diagnostic tool that is far better than traditional psychological assessment tests. These tests are taken, graded, and interpreted in the data given back to the clients for their response. Here, the 7 coaching circles model is laid out before the client for his or her consideration. Their questions, their responses, and feelings give both the coach and the client a guide as to where to begin and what success the experience will bring. It truly is a model for seeking personal growth, personal development, and improved performance in the life and work they do. Epilogue. A statement of adversity. Yeah, I looked him straight in the eye as we struggled with trying to help him recover from a bad business setback. And I said, remember, adversity is part of the plan. You know, the coach must continue to remind the client of this one great truth. Adversity is always part of the plan. If we are going to improve our performance and grow as human beings, we must expect that life will be difficult. We are going to encounter adversity, and challenging adversity and overcoming adversity is always part of the plan. As we go through the 7 circles of life, we will find that improving one's self will always be met by the resistance normal to the human experience. The inertia of trying to do things better, and often times the pushing back of people who really do not want the best for us. That's true. Helen Keller said, character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. The coaching experience takes seriously the challenge to fill in the life circles with all the qualities and habits of heart and thinking that will help one improve their performance and growth. They do so fully aware that there will be adversity, and adversity is always part of the plan. That's right. That's what it's going to take for you to be you at your best. Let us know how we can help you. Not only how you can have this kind of experience in your own life, but how you can share it with others. That's right. The 7 circles of life and how you fill them in with good stuff, good principles, good practices, good behavior, good thoughts, good prayers, how you fill them in. And in doing so, create a man or a woman who is really good. That's right, really good at being you. Indeed, you at your best. All the best to you. We'll continue. But for now, bye for now. Please reach out to me, Stan Houston, at stan@witradio.net. Witradio.net is our website, and 520-664-7002 USA.